Alright, so what we're going to do today, I greased my angle grinders. It's a real pain in the ass because they have these little ball bearings, and my old grease gun died, little baby one, and so I set this one up with a piece of silicone tube on the front so that the grease would go into the gun instead of just squirting out all over the place. The old ball bearing thing's kind of stupid, but it's kind of tradition, I guess, that's how they do it. So what I'm going to work on today is this is shallow compared to this and this. So I don't have a good light. And so I've got to decide if I'm going to cut the welds that I did along here and pull it out, or just cut it out and put in a new piece. And part of the determining on that will be if I can flange this with my flange tool, then that'll make that a lot easier. And so replacing the whole piece might be easier. But what I'm going to do to see that is I'm going to get my borescope, USB borescope that I got on Amazon or eBay, I don't remember, for like $22. So we'll look at the back and see if there's enough untainted metal here along the top edge to do that flange. Otherwise, I'll just try to spread these out and get my angle grinder in there with the cutting wheel to separate those two pieces. Then I'll use my I've got the welder that puts the pins in, welds the pins in so I can pull it out, get it all lined up straight, and then weld that back together. So that should keep us busy for a while. The other thing that I've got to do is Blaze's car. Ever since we got it, as soon as we arrived in Austin, the check engine light came on, and it's the evaporative system. And so the first thing I did was just replace the gas cap, which is the standard for that. But it didn't fix it. And so I noticed when we were replacing the Panhard Z-Link that locates the rear axle left to right like a Panhard bar, that the fuel tank had obviously been taken out in the past, and there's non-standard fuel tubing on there. It's like maroon colored instead of black. So apparently somebody else has tried to fix it and never got it fixed, and it hasn't been a problem, but the state of Texas, for our convenience, made it so in order to register the car you have to have it inspected, where before you could have it registered and not get the inspection done. But they're just looking out for us. So one of the places where this leaks is the tube, the filler tube, because it has a minor leak, which means it's not holding a vacuum as long as the government says it needs to hold a vacuum in the fuel system. And the filler tube is one of the places where apparently people have leaks. So pull off the right rear tire, pull out that tube, and see what we got. Oh, alright, so I got the borescope into the sill, and starting at the very front of the sill, you can see that it's very nice and clean. That's the bottom. Not sure if I can. That is the bottom of the sill reinforcer. You can see that thing looks almost spotless. Now we're into the areas that I repaired. And I think that there is plenty of material. You can see the curve at the top where the wiring loom passes through along the inside of the inner sill. There's plenty of material up there. That's the flashlight that I put in there to supplement the light. But I think that the repair actually looks really good. So I'm going to start by just trying to separate the bottom and then pull it out. Okay, I thought you'd get a kick out of this. I bought this a few years ago for the Arc 7. And it's a stud welder. So I already put one. I'm going to put some more studs along. I need to pull it out. I'm going to angle them down some so that I can go under the car with the slide hammer and bang them out. And this one's the Uni Welder or Uni Spotter brand. One of the cool things about it is that it has a magnet in here so that when you put the stud in, it sucks it in. And then if you're doing something upside down or straight down, it holds it in. I like clever stuff. Cool, huh? So now I'll just use the slide hammer, pull that panel out straight, and then clamp it down with the vice grips. I'll drill holes to do the rosette welds. We'll lock that puppy down. Alright, it's 6 o'clock, so I'm going to finish up for the day. It sounds like there's trick-or-treaters out there. But I got that pulled out, so it's pretty good and straight. I'll hit it tonight with the phosphoric acid pre-treatment, and then tomorrow I'm going to go ahead and hit it with the kitty hair fiberglass based Bondo to seal it up and level it out, and it should be good. And then Derek had missed a little bit of the old floor pan up there in that corner, so clean that out too. And it's a long day. So tomorrow I'm going to go ahead and jack the PT Cruiser up and get the rear wheel off and the access panel to the fuel lines out, and then I'll look at it tomorrow. And on the Jag, I think I'm going to go pull the dash, because really the next step is to, you know, keep moving forward. You know, it'll be a lot easier to get all that stuff with the dash out. You know, there's not significant rust or anything like that, but lots of glue and old nasty seam sealer and stuff that's got to be taken out. So it's gonna be not fun.